Life does not reward those who wait for the perfect moment, nor does it favor those who hesitate in the face of challenges. It rewards those who take action, who push forward despite the resistance, who stand up even when their legs are weak. The essence of success, of fulfillment, of purpose is rooted in a single truth: do what needs to be done. Not what is easy, not what is convenient, not what you feel like doing in the moment, but what needs to be done. That is the standard, that is the requirement, that is the price of greatness. Every person who has ever achieved something meaningful, every individual who has ever left a legacy, every warrior, every leader, every game changer, they all had moments when they didn't feel like putting in the work, moments when fear whispered doubts into their minds, moments when comfort begged them to take a step back. But they ignored those temptations. They did not wait for inspiration. They did not wait for the right conditions. They did not negotiate with themselves. They simply did what needed to be done. That is the difference between those who talk about their dreams and those who live them. The world does not care for your excuses. It does not slow down because you are tired. It does not rearrange itself to suit your comfort. It moves forward with or without you. The question is, will you move forward with it? Or will you sit on the sidelines, watching as others take the opportunities that you let slip through your fingers? The choice is yours. The outcome is in your hands. And it all comes down to a simple decision: will you do what needs to be done, or will you let life pass you by? People often wait for motivation, as if some magical force will suddenly propel them into action. But motivation is a liar. It is fleeting. It comes and goes like the wind. The true winners in life are not the ones who rely on motivation, but the ones who rely on discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It is waking up early when your body begs for more sleep. It is putting in the work when distractions are calling your name. It is staying focused when your mind is tempted to wander. That is what separates the strong from the weak, the successful from the mediocre, the legends from the forgotten. When you wake up in the morning, you have two choices: rise and attack the day, or let the day attack you. Those who do what needs to be done don't waste time debating with themselves. They don't let laziness win. They don't let procrastination steal their potential. They take action. They move forward. They understand that every second wasted is a second lost forever. They do not allow excuses to creep in. They do not negotiate with their responsibilities. They show up. They work hard. They push through, and they keep going even when every part of them wants to quit. You have to stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it will never come. There will always be an excuse, always be a reason to delay, always be a justification for not taking action. But those who succeed are the ones who act despite the uncertainty, despite the discomfort, despite the difficulty. They take the first step, then the next, and they keep going. Because they understand that success is not about what you want. It is about what you are willing to do. There will be days when you feel exhausted, days when you feel defeated, days when your mind tells you to take a break, to slow down, to give in. But it is in those moments that your true character is revealed. Will you listen to the voice of weakness, or will you stand up and push through? The difference between success and failure is found in those crucial moments when you make a decision: to fight or to fold, to rise or to retreat, to do what needs to be done or to make another excuse. Nothing great has ever been achieved by those who chose comfort over effort. Nothing meaningful has ever come from avoiding the hard work. Every champion, every legend, every icon, they all had to suffer. They all had to push through the struggle. They all had to make sacrifices. But they understood one simple truth: the pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. And if you do not do what needs to be done today, you will look back years from now and wish that you had. Your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, they are all waiting for you on the other side of action. But action requires courage. It requires grit. It requires an unbreakable will to do what needs to be done, no matter the cost. Because the truth is, life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path. It will challenge your commitment. It will push you to your limits. And in those moments, your response will determine everything. Will you step up, or will you step back? You were not born to be average. You were not created to blend in, to play it safe, to live a life of mediocrity. You were built for greatness. But greatness is earned, not given. It is the result of relentless effort, of unwavering focus, of an unshakable commitment to doing what needs to be done, no matter what. No matter how you feel. No matter how tired you are. No matter how difficult the journey becomes. You have to become the kind of person who refuses to quit. The kind of person who does not allow circumstances to dictate their actions. The kind of person who shows up every single day and puts in the work, whether they feel like it or not. Because that is the only way to win. That is the only way to rise. That is the only way to turn dreams into reality. The road ahead will not be easy. It will be filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. But those who succeed are not the ones who have it easy. They are the ones who refuse to stop. They are the ones who push through, who fight for their vision, who get back up every time they are knocked down. They are the ones who understand that greatness is not about luck, but about effort. Not about circumstances, but about choices. Every morning, you have a choice to make. Will you be disciplined, or will you be lazy? Will you take action, or will you make excuses? Will you step up, or will you shrink back? The answers to these questions will define your life. Because your future is not determined by chance, it is determined by what you do, day in and day out. The little choices, the small moments, the daily habits. So stop waiting, stop overthinking, stop looking for shortcuts, stop telling yourself that tomorrow is a better time to start. The time is now, the moment is here, the work needs to be done, and it needs to be done today. No more delays, no more excuses, no more hesitation. Stand up, step forward, do what needs to be done. Because if you do, your future self will thank you. If you do, success will be within your grasp. If you do, you will become unstoppable. You were made for more. You were built to achieve, to overcome, to conquer. But it starts with one simple decision: to take action, to push through the discomfort, to do what needs to be done. And if you can do that, day after day, no matter what, then nothing will be out of reach. So rise, step forward, take control of your life. Because the only way to truly live, to truly achieve, to truly become the person you were meant to be, is to stop waiting and start doing. Right now.